Hello and welcome back to more Myriad Caves with Brian. We are in the abandoned mines once again because I'm still missing an emerald. And I was looking around here. The right out there is the big room that had the entrance to the main dungeon of this area. And over here, I discovered there's still some darkness. And so I figured we should explore the darkness because perhaps that is where we will find what we are looking for. We still have silver light. I guess right now that's my only sword, so I'm going to go ahead and use it to break cobwebs, but maybe I'll be a little less likely to break all of the cobwebs because I want silver light to not take too much damage and continue to be repairable. And yeah, basically there were like 4 branches effectively coming out of that main room, and I thoroughly explored like 3 of them, and then one of them still needed some more exploration. And so that's where we are right now. And I don't have Web Slayer, or no, sorry, Web Slayer. Web Slayer is the name of the sword. All right. It's a fresh morning and a fresh play session for Brian, and as you might be able to tell, not at the top of my game right now. I'm aware that my health is low. Let's go ahead and eat a couple of pieces of delicious bread. Alright, and yeah, okay. Let's run in here. I should use the bow is what I should do. I should use the bow a ton because my sword is pretty low. The bow could still be repaired for a while, still has a ton of durability, and I have a good backup bow if I need it. I'm not sure that I have a super terrific, awesome sword as a backup if I need it. However, we will use the sword just to get in here to do this. Alright, great. There is a fair amount of gravel on the ground over there, so I want to be careful with that. Okay, this is kind of cycling around. Yeah, I don't remember what caused me to turn around. I guess last time I lit up this way and went back this way. Hello. I see you. Hi, spider. And never ended up kind of searching out all the rest of the branches. But for the most part, I mean, it's been the case that this general area is a relatively easy area. I'm just waiting for the experience in case it heals up my pick like it just did there. Haha. So I'm not too worried about it, but I'm mostly interested in seeing either if it's possible that this could be still hiding another shortcut to somewhere, which would be awesome, although I think at that point this is pretty unlikely, or if the emerald is hiding around one of these corners, because I was surprised in I think it was the previous episode. I don't know, I've done so much recording and so much editing. Ooh, this goes down again. Alright, that's interesting. Have I seen this? I don't think I've seen this. And there's a chest over here. The fact that it's way over here kind of makes me think it might be something good. Hello. Alright. There's some good food in here too. Great. Another golden apple. Alright, very happy to have found that. I guess I'll head down here. I think there's still might... Actually, before I head down there, I think there still might be some darkness on this level. Let me go search around and see if I missed anything. There still is some more darkness on the current level. The way down is there. But I will explore a little bit more this way first. Oh, hello, skeletons. Oh, goodbye, skeletons. I think he's still there. Maybe he just died. I know how I can find it for sure. Light the area up so I can actually see. Alright, we got some more spiders. I will handle them with the bow as well. Hooray. And, alright, another spider. Hey, buddy. Didn't see me, did you? Haha, I saw you. Alright, the spider spawner is right here. So we'll get rid of it in the usual fashion. And is this going to circle back around? It looks like it is. Okay, great. So at this point, I'm relatively confident now that we have lit up everything on this level. Ooh, another iron sword. It's pretty good. And the beetroot stew is actually, it's a good food. Okay, that's all I need from there. Let us move on down to the next level. I'll start carving a path down and meet you guys at the bottom. Actually, looking downwards, I can see that there are webs all over the ground. So I'm going to do this and just kind of watch to see if that clears out all the webs down there, or Okay, it does. Okay, so we've got flat ground with the webs. That shouldn't be too bad. Perhaps unsurprisingly, I've managed to spawn a bunch of spiders down here. Not sure if there's going to be too many. Alright, let's just go ahead and grab this while I can. And actually, I really need this experience to heal up my pick, because I just did a bunch of digging to get it down here. Doesn't seem too scary right at the moment, so I'm going to... Okay, I see the other skeleton now. Try to get a foothold, but then also have an area that I can kind of back off into. And... Alright, the skeletons have chosen not to chase me. Which is not very helpful, skeletons. I wanted you guys to come out into the open so I could pick you off with my bow. And then, after I did that, I would take all your experience and use it to heal up my pickaxe. But the skeletons did not want to accommodate. And it sounds like we might still be spawning spiders. I guess it's through the wall in like a separate room over to the right, I think is what's happening. So, I think we're now sufficiently... Where's the skeleton over there? Okay, there he is. There's two skeletons. So let's try to get it so the skeletons can't see me and shoot at me while I kill the zombie. Let's see if I can pick up some of this experience and heal my pick. Not yet. Alright, let's kill these skeletons. Ouch. And zombies. Alright, another skeleton walked over there. I can't quite see where he went. Ouch. Hey, this guy finally came to join the party. Hey, buddy. Ah, the bats. There we go. Okay, now my pick's in much better shape. That's what I needed. Now I can do some digging and spawner breaking or whatever I need to do. I see a spawner over here that I just want to get some light on. And once again, skeletons in webs and just a little bit of darkness become extremely hard to see at a distance, in my opinion. And so I'm mostly basing shots based on where I see arrows coming from, as opposed to based on where I actually see skeletons. But we'll do a little bit of that. We'll back off for just a minute. When we get stuck in a web, we'll stop and fight. Because I'm trying not to waste the sword. Okay, there's cave spiders there. And that guy came from around the corner. So that might be one of the spiders. That might be one of the spawners that I have... Can I do this? I was trying to see if I could only break one web and still manage to make it there. One of the spawners that I had just been spawning as I was climbing down, and so there might be a whole bunch of spiders who are over there, around that corner. And still plenty of arrows, but I'm greedy and I see more arrows over here, and so I want to go grab them. Here we go. Give me those arrows. Hooray. Okay, so there's going to be a bunch of cave spiders over here, probably. Let's be ready. Actually, I guess I was hearing them on the other side, so maybe I just got one random cave spider spawn over here? I don't know. I think there's still multiple spiders. Hey, a creeper. It's a variety. It's the variety hour of abandoned, or I keep calling it abandoned mines. Abandoned mines. Abandoned mines is the name of this area. Okay, a lot of creepers. Oh, and a spider behind me. That's not good. Let's keep everybody in front of me. When all the enemies are on one side, you can retreat. When you get surrounded, that's when you get into trouble. I guess my second death in this map, I think, happened when I ended up with creepers on multiple sides. Oh, darn it. Alright. Thought I had this well enough lit. Apparently I do not. Where is the actual spawner over here? Actually, that's probably well enough lit. Yeah, I'm going to leave it again. Alright, creeper, you need to go. Checking out ceilings, because I feel like I haven't looked up in a while. Oh, dear. This could be very bad. Shoo! I think the Enderman might have... Do Endermen get stuck in cobwebs? I guess they could teleport away, but I don't know if they try to teleport away when their mobility is impaired as a result of that. Not really sure how Endermen work in that regard. Gosh, my inventory is filled with all kinds of crap. So I'm not sure if the Enderman got stuck there or it was just like his pathfinding and he was like stuck behind a block for a minute before he came over to get me. But that was one of the scarier moments I've had in a while because Enderman can deal a lot of damage. Oh gosh. Okay, you know what else can deal a bunch of damage? 2 cave spiders and a creeper. You know what else can deal a bunch of damage? My bow. Take that. And I have a bunch of golden apples. I like hardly ever eat them. I'm kind of tempted to eat a golden apple and like run in here because I know it gives me a little bit of regen. All right, darn it. Is there another? Is there a spawner right here? There is a spawner right here. This one I did not see. Let's go ahead and take that one out because that was being a little too stealthy. I might do that. I might eat a golden apple finally. Well, I've eaten one so far this playthrough, maybe two. In any case, I believe it gave me regen for a non-trivial number of seconds. Let me get as many of these on the bar as I can. Sword's still holding up well enough to go fight. My inventory is full, so if I see a chest, this is just going to be a lighting run. But yeah, let's try eating one and see what it does in terms of the amount of time for regen. 13 seconds. Okay. So basically, we can play pretty willy-nilly for like 10 seconds here. So I'll do this. I won't mind taking damage. I'll go down here. Looks like there's some more iron down here, which is kind of nice. Yeah, the regen already wore off. So it's mostly used as a defensive kind of thing. Alright, and I see some of the cave spider spawners over there now. Like when you're hurting, it heals you back up quickly and then gives you a chance to run away even if you're under the fire, as opposed to an offensive thing where you're like, okay, I'm about to go run in this area. Let's take a golden apple preemptively, because without the absorption, that's one of the main advantages that golden apples do in terms of a preemptive strike, is give you the extra heart kind of up front. So I do think it's still useful to have these ready to use as something like that. And then beetroot soup, I think it heals like 6 or something. I can't remember. We've used it once. I'm going to put some beetroot soup on the bar and try to do some more lighting up in here. And with the intention of getting a little bit low and taking a fair amount of damage so that I can just test out the beetroot soup. Even though I'm going to try to take some damage, I'm going to try to wait to eat until I've taken some damage. Still going to take out all the cave spiders I see, because they're bad. Bad, bad cave spiders. There we go. Bad cave spiders. No longer quite as bad. Alright, pickaxe is fully healed. I'm only down 1 heart because I'm amazing. Ah! Are these guys going to duke it out still? They are still going to duke it out. Okay, those guys can duke it out. And while they're doing that, I will try to run over here. I see, it's going to circle around. Oh! There's a big chest over here. It's not an emerald. An emerald is the thing that I would prefer to find, quite honestly. And more iron. I'm not unhappy about the iron. Let's give credit where credit is due. So it was worth coming down here. But I wonder, do I have any kind of ability to anticipate what might be in this chest? I don't know that I do. And unlike a lot of the loot chests, this one wasn't guarded so much by a bunch of spawners around it, but rather just by kind of the gauntlet that led up to it. So I don't think this will be a trap. Golden apples are nice. Emerald. Full set. Grants resistance 1. That's actually a fairly nice armor set. I'm going to take this home. Alright, and then on the way back, I will see if there's any bit that I failed to light. And if there is, then you guys will see that. And if not, I'll meet you guys back at home. I am also mining up the iron, and I had to make a stone pickaxe to do it. I actually forgot to do that in one of the other sections, and I mined out a whole wall of iron with this pick, and then walked over to pick it up and realized that there wasn't any iron there because it was just destroyed by being mined by the golden pickaxe. Alright, there is some darkness the other way from where I came down, so let's investigate that together. My inventory is currently full, but if I manage to come up with an excuse to eat the beetroot stews that I'm carrying around, that'll free up a couple of inventory slots. And I think that excuse will be forthcoming because I'm already down 2.5 hearts, and I'm likely to take more damage as we continue to move on into this area. Got a sprinty skeleton doing his little sprinty thing. Ooh, he dropped an enchanted bow. I would not mind seeing what that bow is. But I need to be a little bit more protected before I'm going to go try to grab it. So let's get a little bit more light in here. Continuing to keep an eye... Oh, I see you, skeleton. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Alright, you go down. I'm down. 4 hearts. Yeah, let's just go ahead and eat one of them. I still have another one, so we can test it out later. It heals at least 4. The enchanted bow that the skeleton dropped was Unbreaking 2. That's good. I'm going to hold on to that. I'll go ahead and get the other beetroot stew on the beetroot stew on the bar, and we will continue. So then I think possibly around this corner to the left there was a bunch of spiders that I heard or something. I see the skeleton there. He hasn't seen me yet, and so just going to try to add as much light as I can before this guy decides to do his thing. There we go. Kind of forgotten about the shield for a while there, and kind of accidentally blocked once. And once I did it once, I was like, oh yeah, I have a shield. I should take advantage of this. That's a good thing. Aw, that bat. Ooh, I hear a baby zombie, and I think he might be behind me. Alright, perhaps he's not behind me, but it's always good to be on guard with a baby zombie. He can come up and do a fair amount of damage in a short amount of time, unexpectedly. And I remember even one time where I was being attacked by the baby zombie. Oh, there's an Enderman down there too. Okay, there's the baby zombie. Being attacked by the baby zombie, and just the way that field of view works by default in this game, like, he was standing right in front of me, and I didn't see him because I wasn't kind of like looking down at my feet. So, it can be a source of unexpected damage if you're not careful. Going through a fair amount of arrows here. Sometimes that's what one needs to do in order to clear out the zombie hordes that have come to try to get your autograph. Enderman, let's assume that he is stuck in the cobweb, and we'll just choose not to look at him. We get some light over here, and I'd like to do the same thing over here. Ooh, okay, I thought there was a hole in the ground there, but it was just a piece of smooth stone in the middle of the rail. So I'm not sure why my brain interpreted that wrongly for a moment. Yeah, once again, ooh, I hear the witch, I don't see the witch. She might be, I guess, oh, nope, there she is. Found her! Found the witch. How much poison do I have? 5 more seconds. Alright, this will be another good excuse to eat the beetroot soup. I'm down 6 hearts. And it healed up all 6. Okay, so it is a very good food. We like the stew. I wanted to use it up just so that I would kind of know more about it. I've got a few of them at home. I also wanted to use it up so it would free up some inventory slots, because hopefully, since I haven't found an emerald left in this area, or one of the 4 emeralds in this area, and as far as I know, this is the only part that I haven't explored, and I honestly think, whereas there are many other areas where I might have missed an emerald just because it's hard to look around, this is an area where I feel like it's hard to hide the emerald. I don't think I'm going to miss seeing it. And so I think the only way that I would miss an emerald is simply because I haven't explored in a particular direction yet. And so if we explore all the directions, I think the emerald will show itself. Okay, I do need to use the sword on that. And... ah, there's the other one. I was like, where is the second skeleton? And I should get a golden apple in the bar too. Hold on. Let's do that. There we go. Emergency healing rations at the ready. Oh, I see the oh, okay. Oh, nope, I am. Darn it. Okay. Okay, let me get somewhere, anywhere. Dear God. Okay, we have an angry Enderman. We are being shot at by a skeleton somewhere. Okay, both of these things have been mitigated for the moment by closing myself off. Let me dig back a little bit farther, and let me see if I can hit these guys at the feet. Okay, I see the skeleton straight away. Alright, Enderman also straight away. And I might be spawning more bad guys somewhere right around the corner. So this was not the best place to hole up, but I really want to take care of the Enderman before we do much else. Okay, here we go. Enderman, you're on fire. Silverlight will deal a whole bunch of damage to you. Oh, and I see the spawner right there that I'm lighting up now. Okay, good. I think everything's okay once again. Let's do that. Have the spawner lit. Get a little bit of light around the corner just to see what we're getting into. That's the cause of all the skeletons. And so the fact that there was a skeleton spawner around here does make me think that something is being guarded in this portion. So that makes me feel pretty good about the likelihood of either finding the emerald or finding some other very good loot. I need to check on my arrow situation because I've been using them very heavily. Ooh, I'm down to 17 arrows. Okay, switch strategies. We will now conserve arrows and use Silverlight to kill bad guys. Silverlight has Unbreaking 3. And, oh boy. Alright. Yeah, spider, go get him. Nice. Okay, we also need to use Silverlight to break the webs that we're getting caught in. Let's try to avoid getting caught in webs if we can. And let's eat some delicious bread, because bread is delicious. You ever have a day? Yesterday, like, I just, like, never got hungry. I did end up eating something in the evening. But I was just never hungry for some... Ooh, iron chestplate. Wow. And some potions? Sadly, I'm really running out of room. Oh, and more arrows. Thank you. But the potions I gotta take, right? Even if they're kind of boring potions that I don't know that I'm ever going to use, I just gotta take them. Alright, we have some more torches here, too. Okay, I don't like to typically load up on this much inventory stuff. I would usually go home, but we're pretty far from home at this point. Alright, I'm going to use some arrows now that I have some again. We're pretty far from home. I just saw you spawn, spider. Don't think I didn't see it. I'm glad we just found some more arrows. So I don't want to turn back, because it would take a long time to get back here. Something that never occurred to me until I was watching it in War's playthrough of this map is all of these rails that are here. Like, you could just add a few powered rails and, like, connect it into your own rail system if you wanted to be able to travel back and forth through this particular area. And actually, after this area, I think it was like Forlorn Legacy or something was the name of the new area that we found, and that one appeared to have some... oops, that's not what I meant to throw away. Some rails on it as well. And so it might be the case that the map maker was trying to give us some faster travel opportunities if we were willing to do a little bit of work to hook up some rails. And I was actually thinking about hooking up a rail system at least over to the... Oh, hello. Over to the entrance of Forgotten Legacy as some off-camera work. Ooh, she dropped a potion too. I don't know that I necessarily need... And some glowstone. Just a normal instant health potion, but I'm going to take it anyway. Just because it feels like loot. But unfortunately, this seems like it circled around. Okay, there's still a couple of dark areas, and we need to make sure that we see everything, because there could be an emerald hidden anywhere. But that definitely just went around in a circle. It did have that one very good minecart chest. But where, then, am I going to find an emerald? I think there was still a little bit of darkness back over in this direction. So we'll go check that out. But if it's not here, then not sure where I'm going to need to look. Alright, let's use a little bit of sword. Yeah, because I've only got 43 arrows. And this is a good spot to do that. Hey, buddy. Oh, have you been set on fire? I'm sorry, spider. I don't know how that happened. That's very unfortunate for you. While the zombie's caught in the web, I could do that. Drop some chainmail for me, please. Oh, he did. Darn it. I kind of didn't want him to because my inventory is so full, but now I feel obligated to pick it up. Oh, it's really broken down. All right, I won't worry about it. Let's see. If I were an emerald, which of these two directions would I be in? Creeper, you managed to avoid those webs a little bit better than I was expecting. And I really need to use the sword. Darn it, there's still more darkness over here. This episode's going to go on forever, and I'm just kind of lighting things up and looking. I'm probably going to do some editing. There's a bunch of creepers right here, and I think I just spotted a trap when I was advancing a moment ago. Out of the corner of my eye. Actually, the easiest thing to do here is probably that. Get rid of a bunch of guys at once. I just managed to get a monster drop of a sharpness 1, knockback 1 stone sword, which is pretty cool. And I think, basically, right here, yep, I see a spawner. There's probably a group of like 4 creeper spawners there or something. At least I'm hoping that's what it is, because if one hides multiple creeper spawners around a corner, I think that means one is trying to protect something good. And so I think we're going to find something good right over here. Just want to add a little bit more light right over here. And, oh, it's only one creeper spawner. All right, then I'm not as sure. Then it's got to be something excellent. Uh-oh, I just heard a silverfish somewhere. And that means... well, I guess that means there's a silverfish somewhere. But that implies a silverfish spawner. Oops. All right, did not see you there originally, creeper. By the time I did, it was a little too late to avoid an explosion. Fortunately, it was an explosion that was attenuated by the strength of spider webs. It always strikes me as a little weird in terms of this game's choice of physics that spider webs do so much to attenuate creeper explosions. It seems like creeper explodes in a web, yeah, nothing much else gets destroyed. Creeper explodes in air, boom, everything is gone. Okay, this is a change in environment. This all of a sudden is going downwards, kind of downhill. So let's see what's down here. Hopefully something exciting. We got multiple skeletons. What's my current arrow situation? I've lost track once again. 39 arrows. It's not a lot of arrows. So let's be wary. Yeah, I'm kind of running out of everything at this point. Been using a lot of my stone knockback sword just to fight off various bad guys. So I will continue to do so as long as it seems feasible. Like so. The skeletons... actually, I might be able to get the skeletons fighting each other, which would be great. Come on, skeleton number 1, hit skeleton number 2. There we go. Alright, he did. Alright, he killed him even. Alright, well, that's something. Alright, with only one skeleton, I ought to be able to take you out. Okay, I see the spawner right there. It's just a normal spider spawner, so that's not a big threat. Let's get some light. Oops, light right here, and here, and even a little bit now more down here while I have the opportunity. And we'll deal with this. The zombie's pointing out the spawner for me. Thanks, you zombie. Didn't see it there until you pointed it out. Good job. I actually did see it there, but wanted to make the zombie feel good. He had gotten stuck in a web. Oh gosh. He'd lost his opportunity to do much in this battle. And so I figured I would throw him a bone, give him a compliment about how helpful he was being, so that he would feel better about himself. Yeah, blow up the zombie. Nice. Alright, that's another way that I can damage enemies that doesn't involve using up the durability of my tools. So that is good. Using creepers to your advantage. They are a good area of effect mass damage weapon, if you can use them as such. Hello, baby zombie. I've got knockback, so I'm not too scared of you running up against me. Oh, you avoided the knockback. You're like, I'm a zombie. I don't take knockback. Alright, is that one zombie going to go kill the skeleton for me? He is not. That's not very nice. Oh, no! Alright, I've got another stone sword as a backup. This one doesn't have sharpness and knockback on it, though. Got looting and unbreaking, I think. So I guess the unbreaking at least means that it's not going to run out as quickly as the other stone sword did. Alright, is there anyone here? No. Okay, I'm safe to break this. Wait, nope. Need to break this first. There we go. So yes, this is another area that feels like it's starting to drag on. So, I mean, at this point, if it's just for an emerald, I'd still be okay with that, because this would be, I think, only the second area in the whole map, and I have 6 wolves at this point. This would be only the second area where I've managed to find all of the emeralds in an area. Because the Enderman is here, oops, I'm going to carve out a little hole so that I can afford to accidentally look at the Enderman and not have it end and wreck my day. And actually, yeah, I think I might go ahead and just preemptively take the Enderman out. Oops, hello. I'll use the good sword on you, because you've surprised me in a little hole here. Okay, let's go ahead and take out the Enderman. perhaps we'll get some more ender pearls. That perhaps eventually I'll come up with something useful to do something with. There we go. We did get ender pearls. Great. I'm up to 6 ender pearls right now, which is pretty nice. Oh, there's a skeleton. I see him finally. Ouch. Okay, there were 2 skeletons there. Now there's only 1. Oh no, there's still multiple skeletons there, aren't there? Wow. Okay, so is there a skeleton spawner here? Yes, there must be. Okay, great. Okay, I think it's lit up at this point. There's still another skeleton over here. How many arrows do I have right now? 44. That's still enough to take out the skeleton at range. There's another Enderman. Okay. Very glad that I made this cubby hole. It's turning out to be very useful. Unexpected bonuses. Alright, let's take out the skeleton spawner, just in case a creeper... Oh, wow. Oh, I thought there were 2 spawners here for a moment. There are not. There is only 1. The ceiling still looks okay. Gosh. This area, it just keeps going. Hi, creeper. They look so funny as they're emerging from the web. They're just like, I'm slowly coming to get you. I don't know why all of a sudden he had that voice. I guess the low tone is as a result of the slow movement. Just seemed like it would go together. But that voice just kind of popped out of my mouth before I even knew what I was doing. Alright, we did say we have a few. Oh, hey. Hi, buddy. I no longer have a knockback sword. But it is a sword, and so I can swing it relatively quickly. I think I'd prefer to be gathering experience bottles than carrying around a piece of gold armor. So I'll exchange some stuff in my inventory like that. Let's just go ahead and finish you off with Silverlight. Alright, gotta break some webs. If you're gonna make a spider omelet, you gotta break some webs. Yeah. I think this area is starting to drag on, if that's the best joke I can make. Yeah, that might just be, you know, like, it's Sunday, and that's the best joke I can make. It is Sunday, by the way, that I'm recording this, but it's probably like, probably 3 weeks ago, relative to when you're seeing this, because I think 6 episodes have aired, and this is like episode 32 or something. So, I've been recording really far ahead. That's because I've been really enjoying the map. So good job, Render. I do see that there is a minecart chest there, and I hope it contains something amazing. Apparently I'm back up to a full stack of arrows, which is nice, and there's more arrows on the ground there, which means I can afford to start spending arrows again. So let's do that. Can't see the skeleton, but I bet you I'll be able to hit him. The number of bats that are in here suggests to me that either A, there's a bat spawner, or B, oh, did I see another Enderman? No. I'm just seeing the tail ends of my arrows that have missed, and they look in the darkness a little bit like, okay, a little bit like Enderman eyes. Okay, there's one. There's at least one more. There we go. Got him. At least one more guy firing arrows at me over here. Okay, I picked up those arrows. So we should still be at a full stack. Hey, don't shoot the minecart chest. I want to open that and see what kind of loot's in there. Crazy guy. So yeah, we might have either mob capped the area and everything's lit up and so the only darkness is right here. And that's why there's so many bats, or there's a bat spawner. Those are my 2 working hypotheses at the moment. Want to get rid of some cobwebs so I can run. Oh, I see the emerald. Hooray. Okay. It was all worth it. It was still too long, but it was not so long that I was really complaining all that much. We see an emerald. Oh, and lapis, and it's guarded. Okay. Let's still be careful here. Oh, silverfish. That's where the silverfish are. Okay. Ooh. And there could be a lot of stone out here that's actually monster eggs. Let's actually be very careful. And let's also... Okay, okay. Skeleton spawner just fell from the ceiling. I was just about to say. There's probably stuff hidden in ceilings. This is extremely well guarded. Silverfish sounds like he's behind me, and I just noticed these blocks right here that I hadn't noticed before. I'm not sure what to make of that. Those little chiseled square stone bricks. Let's take a look at what's inside here. Darn it, I want some of these things too. Durgold mending pickaxe. Oh gosh. All right, I'm gonna have to make another trip unless there's a transition to another area and an ender chest. That's basically the only thing I think I could look forward to that might cure my inventory ills right at the moment. Okay, one thing at a time. We have unknown threats in front of us. We know there's some kind of skeleton spawner somewhere up in the ceiling. Yeah, that's dropping skeletons on us. We heard silverfish somewhere. We heard them. All right, I'm gonna... Oh, yep, and I can't dig through here in order to get up to the skeleton spawner. So we do have silverfish blocks in the walls. And there's a cave spider spawner right here, obviously. All right, this guy's actually wrecking me. So let's back up and eat. Shoot him with bow and arrow. I'm actually running low on bread, too. I probably should have used a golden apple there, actually. Well, I got plenty of golden apples, so I could always eat another one. All right, let's see if I can do a less awful job. Oh, there's the first silverfish that we've actually gotten to see. All right, and I'm not killing him in one shot, but the whole area is not going to pieces. Ah, darn it. Okay, I need the golden apple. And let's try this to see if this is going to help me kind of get through all the cobwebs over here. Not really. All right, backing up. I thought this was going to be easier than it was. It is not. So we'll bring out the big guns. Okay, I really need to take out this cave spider spawner. Oh, I thought I'd dealt more damage to you already. Darn it. All right, spawner down. We did manage to spawn one more. I feel like that one was spawning caves. Oh, darn it. I feel like that was spawning cave spiders really quickly. Or maybe there's a second cave spider spawner there and I didn't realize it. We still have the skeletons who are falling from the ceiling that I would like to tunnel up to, but I can't tunnel up to them. Can I do this? Yes. Look at this inventory management. Just wanted to top off my torches over here. So if I want to get to the skeleton spawner, now the cave spiders are out of the way. I will still have to potentially deal with silverfish, but I think I can run in here. Ah, darn it. Okay, I didn't see you. There's 2 chests here. Yeah, this is definitely scary. Okay, skeleton spawner's right up there. I'm not sure that there's enough light to stop them from spawning, but it does seem like we're kind of safe otherwise. And I don't hear them spawning anymore. These things still make me think the silverfish are going to be here. Yep. Great. And I think there might have been one over here too. Yep. Okay, great. Okay. I think we've got this area solved. There's the skeleton spawner. Yes, it's sufficiently well lit. But if I can... Okay, that's a silverfish block. Let's do this. Let's be nice and safe. There's a lot of treasure here. So this was quite a difficult gauntlet and quite a lengthy gauntlet to get here. But I see iron, I see lapis, and I see 2 different chests. One of which is the emerald, and the other of which I don't think cannon should be trapped, but I'm pretty nervous at this point. So I'm going to grab the emerald first. Like this. I can throw away the string. Actually, I can throw away the all of that. I'm going to get the emerald back to a safer location by stashing it right here, just very briefly. Hello, minecart chest. And then I want to open this other chest, just in case this is a trap that's going to blow things up. I don't want to die with the emerald. Okay, it's not a trap. It's just giving me some more lapis. Okay, fantastic. We managed to finish off this area. There's a ton of good loot here. Unfortunately, I cannot hold it all, and so I'm going to have to make multiple trips to get back here. So, Render, this is an area that it might have been nice if there was a shortcut to get back at this point, because this feels like a very long trek. But I will make 2 trips. With the first load of inventory, I am back at the monument to drop off emerald number 13. So we got all of 10 through 13 in that area. And I currently have 40 levels. Silverlight costs 33 to repair, probably for the last time, but I think I'll go ahead and do that right now while I'm thinking of it. But I am going to head on back to that area, and we'll try again. An ender chest at that area would have been really helpful. It took me another 15 minutes, but I managed to get back now with, it looks like we're going to have a total of 41 iron. I've got basically 4 stacks of lapis, and I'm not sure exactly what I want to do with the lapis right now, so I guess I'll just go ahead and make some room in this chest for it. We got another set of mending tools, the Duragold tools. The pick I'm extremely excited about. And yeah, some more gold nuggets. Where have I been storing my gold nuggets? Because I've got a fair number of gold nuggets at this point, but I can't remember where I've been storing them. Let me go find the others. Here they are. I'm up to 33 gold nuggets, which I guess is only 3 ingots, but that's like a third of the way to the gold block. I don't think that's the intended way that we're supposed to get the gold block, but if I happen to get it as a result of collecting a bunch of nuggets, I will take it. And with that, the Abandoned Mines is completely done. It's completely lit up. I've gotten all the loot out of it. I never have to go back there again. It's probably going to be the only area of the map that I can say that. But I feel good about Abandoned Mines because it was very kind of tight areas, and I feel like I very thoroughly explored all of it. And we got the objective wool. We got all the emeralds. Yeah, and we got some good loot. So I'm very happy with that. I hope, as always, that you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.